Are YouTube Shorts worth it? Hey everybody, I'm Katie Lance and I help real estate agents get smarter about social media, and today we're going to talk all about YouTube Shorts. Alright, first and foremost, is it worth it? I have to tell you, we've been publishing on YouTube Shorts for probably about the last year or so, and I think the jury is still out. Let's just say we're not going viral by any sense of the imagination, but one of the reasons why we are continually posting our vertical videos onto YouTube Shorts is because, well, it's YouTube. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. It's owned by Google, and from an SEO, a search engine optimization standpoint, we think it's definitely worth it, especially in the long run. I've always believed in the value of creating a library of content. So when you get Googled, or when topics that you specialize in get Googled, hopefully you will show up in the top of those search results. And we found that YouTube Shorts can definitely help with that. So like I said, not quite going viral, but what I wanted to share are some things that we've noticed, that I've noticed, that have really made a big difference in terms of being consistent, and just some tips for growth, and just some general tips for content. And I know, especially for my folks in real estate, you are going to really enjoy it. Before we dig in, I would absolutely love if you'd hit the subscribe button and the bell button, as we have new videos that come out each and every week. All right, let's get into it. First, I want to talk about how do you upload YouTube Shorts, and then I'm going to share some of my biggest tips. So as far as how to do it, there's really two ways to upload YouTube Shorts. First, you can do it from your phone, or second, from the computer. I've done both. I want to share a little bit about my experience with both. So you can just open up the YouTube app, hit the upload button, and upload a YouTube short. Now, as of the recording of this video, there are some limitations. It's really challenging to add outside music or any kind of trending music. I find the best type of video that I upload directly using the app is typically something that is already fully created on my phone. Maybe it's a video like this where I'm talking straight to camera, or maybe it's a screen recorded video where I'm showing something on my screen. I also find that there's a few limitations in terms of there's really not a place to put a full description when you're uploading a YouTube short. You have just really the title, and so the title definitely makes a big difference. What I've learned just over the last year or so, oftentimes I will go into YouTube and just kind of put into the search box what it is I'm thinking of putting a short in, and oftentimes when you do that, you'll see other YouTubers and what titles they have used. Now, obviously we don't want to rip off anyone else's ideas, but it's great inspiration to see what other phrases or how people are phrasing something can really work when it comes to not just shorts, but anything in YouTube also. The other thing I found by using the app is the app allows you to train the algorithm. So YouTube, just like any other platform like Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, has an algorithm. And what I realized really early on is that I wasn't spending a whole lot of time in shorts. So if you're uploading to shorts and you're never spending any other time on shorts at all, you're probably missing out on a big opportunity to train the algorithm. So what I like to do is just a few minutes a day is I will scroll through YouTube Shorts, and I will quickly swipe past anything that does not apply, that I'm not interested in, and that's a trigger to YouTube that I'm not interested in that. Now, if there's something that pops up that is relevant to my audience, right? I serve the real estate community, so if there are real estate agents popping up or something real estate related, I'm going to stay, hover, I will watch part of that short or all of it. I might like or comment or engage. And the more you can do that, just like any other platform, you're training the algorithm. So now your content is going to show up in front of your ideal customers much more likely. Now, I have found, honestly though, that the upload experience from your phone isn't ideal, and I'm hoping YouTube at some point will make it even better. So to be honest with you, I usually upload my YouTube Shorts going to youtube.com. I'll go to my desktop, I will go to YouTube, I will hit that upload button, and what I like about that is it just gives me more options. I can add music if I'd like. Now, by the way, YouTube Shorts still doesn't have all the fun trending music as of yet. Hopefully that will happen soon. You can add end cards, you can add your shorts to a playlist, and you can add a description, which I do think is important, right? As someone comes across your content, if they really like your content, they're more likely to click on the description, and I like to link to other videos as well. Now, the other thing that I really like about posting through the computer is that I can schedule my content. So for us, we like to have our shorts go out on Monday, Friday. It's typically at 7 a.m. Pacific time, and so having that consistency makes a big difference. I can go into YouTube and schedule a few, maybe a week or two in advance, and it's just a really easy way to be consistent, because that's the name of the game, right? In anything with social media, but especially YouTube. So my advice here is to use both. Use the phone, use the app to scroll, to train the algorithm, but in terms of just all those bells and whistles, I prefer the actual upload on youtube.com on your desktop. Okay, let me go into some tips, some things that I have noticed have made a big difference with YouTube Shorts. Okay, 3 quick tips. Number 1, repurpose your content. We have posted a lot of content over the years on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikTok, and if you're creating any kind of vertical content already, vertical video content, you might as well put it on YouTube Shorts, right? That's how we felt. It's like, we're already creating all this stuff for Reels, why not also repurpose it? So you can do that manually if you've got content that you've recorded on your phone or through a camera and then you're uploading directly to Reels. You can also take one other step and upload it over to YouTube. Now, we have used a great tool called Repurpose.io. I'm not affiliated with it, but I just think it's a great tool. We've used it for the past few months. It is a paid tool, but it allows you to upload to one place and then to repurpose in multiple places. So if you are actively posting on Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube, and you want it to go to other places like LinkedIn or Twitter or other platforms, Pinterest, for example, Repurpose.io is a great tool to do that. Tip number 2, post the same time and day each week. As I said, we've really gotten into a routine. We post our shorts on Monday and Friday. We do post our long form, our horizontal videos on Wednesday. So it's been a nice cadence for us. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have something coming out on YouTube. Again, you have to do what works for you. Get it on your calendar. Once it's on the calendar, make it a routine. It makes it a lot easier. And then tip number 3, again, as I mentioned earlier, make sure you scroll through and that you're actively engaging with your feed. Now, I said earlier, I do this just about every day. If you don't have time to do it each and every day, if you're publishing once or twice a week, what I like to do is before you publish, take a few minutes to open up your phone, scroll through your feed, spend 5 or 10 minutes scrolling through the Shorts feed, not just the YouTube feed, but the Shorts feed. Be intentional, like, comment, interact. I always say don't be a drive-by liker. Don't just jump in and like a bunch of things, but go in, leave some meaningful comments. A meaningful comment, by the way, is a comment that's at least 4 words. So say something meaningful. You might ask a question, but again, train that algorithm, scroll through, take a few minutes, then you can post whatever you're going to post to YouTube Shorts, and then you might also take another minute or 2 afterwards to continue to scroll and train that algorithm. So those are a few little things that have really made a big difference to us. I would absolutely be curious for you. Are you on YouTube Shorts? Are you publishing on YouTube Shorts? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're listening to this thinking, okay, I got to get a handle on my YouTube strategy in general, we have a great free YouTube checklist. So go to katielance.com/YouTube. You're going to come to a page. It'll ask for your name and email, and we'll send you this great guide that we put together. It's going to give you lots of tips for YouTube in general, especially if you are in real estate. As we said earlier, if you enjoyed this video, we'd love if you'd hit the subscribe button and the bell button as we have new videos that come out each and every week. Okay, I'll see you soon, and I'll see you on YouTube Shorts.